Hi, my name is Sydney Calvert and I'm doing North Korea. In North Korea, about 3 million people have died from starvation and severe flooding. North Korea is a communist state under totalitarian dictatorship under the ruler Kim Jong-un. Most of you have heard of him. He's not a very nice guy. It is known that over half of the North Korean population is living in extreme poverty, which is over 12 million people. They don't have very much money. North Korea is about 3 times smaller than the size of California. In the year of 1945, North Korea established their very first leader, Kim Il-sung. In 1948, 2 different types of governments were formed for the northern and southern parts of the Korean peninsula. On June 25, 1950, North Korea invaded South Korea. On January 10, 2003, North Korea withdrew from the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, which said that they could not receive any nuclear weapons. On March 8, 2009, the embassy held an election for Kim Jong-il, who was re-elected in the district for a 100% vote cast. On August 24, 2009, our former President Bill Clinton sat down with Kim Jong-il to discuss the release of American journalists Una Lee and Laura Ling, who were supposedly spies. On May 20, 2010, South Korea accused North Korea of firing a torpedo at their Navy ship, killing about 46 sailors. On April 29, 2011, the United Nations World Food Program announced that they're going to have an emergency food distribution to 3.5 million, not thousand, million North Koreans who were starving after their crops were snowed on, destroyed, you name it, after that harsh winter. On December 12, 2012, North Korea successfully launched a long-range rocket in the Choseon County and placed a working satellite in orbit. On January 24, 2013, North Korea's National Defense Commission said they will continue nuclear testing and long-range rocket launches. On March 27, 2013, North Korea cut its military hotline with South Korea. On February 17, 2014, the United Nations Commission of Inquiry on Human Rights published a report saying that they had human rights abusing in North Korea, including starvation, money loss, etc. On March 2, 2016, the United Nations Security Council voted to impose a broad array of sanctions. On June 2, 2017, the United Nations also said that they had a resolution for sanctions against North Korea after they launched their 9th ballistic missile test of the year. On August 10, 2017, North Korea state media reports that their plan was to fire 4 missiles near the U.S. Pacific territory. Regarding North Korea's isolation and hatred, the United States should import food and other supplies to help the starving innocent people and decrease poverty on the Korean peninsula. Now, the pros for living in North Korea is there's free health care. It wasn't very good, it wasn't advanced at all, very little training. Free housing, it was like slum-like, families were like clumped together really close, and sometimes that could be really bad. Free education, they weren't like that intelligent. There's a very low suicide rate. You would think that they would want to commit suicide, but they don't really know. They get protected from negativity. So when we sent a couple Americans over, they asked them a few questions what does he do wrong? Their leader do wrong? They don't know the vocabulary of what wrong is. They think Kim Jong-un does everything correctly, nothing's wrong with him. There's also no obesity, which we have here, like McDonald's. I have to admit, I love it so much. There are less crime rates like there in North Korea. Now the cons for living in North Korea. There's like extreme levels of starvation where like you can see their rib cages, they're like skeletons, like from all ages, extreme poverty, very low like money incomes. There are like quite a few floods and widespread diseases from living close to their families, and a lot of people, when they get sick, they can contract it and flow like through the whole household. They do not know what's going on in the world around them. So they don't know what's going around like here. They don't know what's going around in Finland, Sweden, you name it. They don't know. And there's a lack of medicine. They have like not very well trained hospital people working. There's not much shelter either. I feel really bad for them. And no democracy. They can't vote for anything. And thank you for listening to me, and I'll see you later.